Welcome to the Grizzly Den, where our University of Montana rematch in the semifinals against the poor Bobcats who took us out once. We'll see how it all goes again. We'll bring him back in just a moment when it's time. Our Montana Grizzlies are in the semifinals. Many people might have doubted us, but you guys who joined the bandwagon, I know who you are out there. There's a handful of people out there on Kyle's network that said, hey, what the heck? Let's get back to the roots where you're actually rooting for a team to win a national title. And here we are. I promised you a national title in August. I never said we were the best team in FCS. I just said we, the Montana Grizzlies, are going to win the national title. 11 new defensive starters. Kyle looked it up. Never been done before. National champions with 11 new starters. Now remember, we're going to go back to the roots. This is about emotion, playing for the title. We know about Mr. Electricity, Michael Wortham. We know about Ayat, the greatest quarterback in the FCS. We know all this. The Cats, we know they're a good team. We don't mention their names because it just makes us vomit. So, what do we got? We got the semifinal. Let's actually look at the other side of the bracket just for a skosh. That thing has been broken wide open more than any one region of March Madness bracket ever. You got a 12 seed in Villanova hosting an unseeded. They seed the top 16. Unseeded Illinois State comes into Villanova. Illinois State might even be the better team. They actually dominated North Dakota State statistically. Go look it up. 23 first downs at 6, etc. Who cares? It's Grzi Cat. And it's Grzi Cat Part 2. Brawl of the Wild Part 2. Never been seen in the history until I decided to do videos for Kyle in the Sauce Network. And what did it produce? The first ever playoff meeting between our Montana Grizzlies and the Kittens of Bobcat of Bozeman. And this one will be on the road. Interestingly enough, for you guys who have to know a betting angle on this stuff, the Grizz were 1.5-point underdogs in Missoula. And as the game went off at kickoff, the Kittens were favored by 3.5. And lo and behold, and that was in Missoula. Now we're in Bozeman. We're in the litter box. So now that we're playing in the litter box, the Cats opened as a 3.5-point favorite, the exact same as it was on the road, interestingly enough. Now it's been bought up to 4.5, 5.5. I believe it was 5.5 at Caesars. It was 4.5 at FanDuel at the last time I looked. So I don't know where it is as you watch this video. But we're taking the Grizz on the money line, obviously enough, because we're just going to string these guys up. But what's going on? What has changed to make the line almost the same in Missoula as it was in Bozeman? Well, the Cats. Now, I didn't watch this intently, but they beat Yale 21-13, and the running back, who is a head case, he proved it in the next game also, is having a big argument with the coach, Coach Vegan. We know Coach Vegan's is going to go somewhere. He took his name out of the Oregon State fiasco. Word around the campfire is he's gone, even though it's not public. So they got one foot out the door. Now, they're going to be fully motivated. Tickets. You got to go on the ticket count. In mere minutes, of course, our 500 allotted for the Grizz went just like that. But what the Bobcats decided to do, interestingly enough, is season ticket holders got their season tickets, but they were allotted 8 tickets. Each season ticket holder was allotted 8 tickets to keep any more Montana Grizz fans to go. a little noise on the outside that just you love to see it. I mean, come on. I mean, they want to protect their the litter box. I mean, everyone wants to protect their little litter box that they play in. But as you break this down, we know Michael Wortham, Mr. Electricity, best player on the field. We know, and Mr. Wortham is going to be a solid pro, and you will be breaking them down with green and red, Kyle, soon enough. But the thing that has happened, the Cats won 21-13, and then they won, and it's really funny because the score of the game, because I watched that game, and the score of the Grzi game almost were kind of like the same, 24-0. Each were up 24-0, 24-8 at the half. Grzi 24-7 at the half, and it kind of went along the same lines. The difference was the Grzi dominated. If you watch the condensed version of those games, you'll see drop after drop after drop by SFA against the Cats. They're moving up and down the field, which really made me feel good. It's like, okay, they're moving the ball, and they're just, the spotlight's too big for them. The spotlight's not going to be too good for our Montana Grizzlies. So seeing that, remembering the first time we played, when we had the 21-17 lead in the third quarter, it went off of Mr. Electricity's hands, interception, return from touchdown, changed the whole momentum around about 5 minutes into the third quarter. We went from 21-17, having a first down, to off his hands, down by 3, then down 10. We did cut it to 3, 31-28. We couldn't get the ball back. The last 6 minutes, they grinded us out. They wore us down, which is not very surprising considering this was the 12th consecutive week with no buys that the Mighty Grizz had to play. There's never excuses. There's never moral victories. But when you get another shot and you look up about what happened last time, it actually makes me feel good. Going into that Grizz Cat game, part 1, I didn't know how great we would become. I was like, and our defense was lacking. And of course, Mr. Loud wasn't playing. And that was a huge, that's a huge addition. That's different. If you want to find something different, the defensive intensity has been better. This last game against South Dakota was our best by far defensive game against anybody of any substance. So that was outstanding to see because we actually just dominated them to 38-7. And then, the foot comes off the gas. It's 38-22. You're supposed to get nervous. And then you do pass to Gilman, who actually laterals it to Mr. Electricity. No, Mr. Electricity laterals it to Gilman, of course, because Mr. Electricity can do everything. And we go down, put away the game, score another one late, get the 50-burger. And so now we've scored 102 points in 2 games. And the Montana State defense, I've been putting it on a pedestal. You've seen in previous videos, even if they haven't been aired on this channel, you've seen in previous videos that there was Montana State, North Dakota State, that was, a little bit taken aback. Their defense could be tough. Montana State still has a good defense, but we know we can move the ball on them. We know we have the best offense in the country, and we're hitting on all cylinders right now, which is great to see. I have a little bit more confidence this go round than I did the first go round. Plus, why did Montana lose to Montana State? Just for this reason. You know what we got that the Cats don't got? We got the revenge angle. We lost in Missoula, so we could have the revenge angle in the playoffs. It was pretty much a guarantee, no matter how that game turned out, that there would be a 2-3. We'd be 2 or they'd be 3. There would have been a chance if the Cats lost, they might have dropped to 4, which would have been great. Would have been like a cakewalk to the finals the way that turned out. But we knew the Grizz losing the competitive game, they're only going to drop to 3. And that's where we sit at 3. Every time the Grizz have played the Cats and the teams have been ranked 2 or 3, number 3 is won 100% of the time. You don't need to know what the sample size is. You just got to know that 100% of the time, the 3 seed has beaten the 2 seed when the Grizz have played the Cats. We've never played in the playoffs. Tickets right now, you can go get them. They're going to cost you a minimum of $600 now. $600 to $1,200 a ticket. Go look it up on the one and only powerful SeatGeek. SeatGeek. 607, I think, is the lowest you can get at last check on a Tuesday. So this is about emotion. Watching it. Look what the FBS did. What are the marquee games? We know the marquee games. Oklahoma, Alabama, Miami, Texas A&M. They made damn sure that both those games were going to be gone off well before the 4 o'clock Eastern start of the Montana Grizzlies. That's why they put the Tulane and James Madison ones later, because they did not want to go against the Brawl of the Wild Part 2. And I guarantee to you that we, the Montana Grizzlies, are going to win the national title. They are going, our Montana Grizzlies are going on the road to Bobcat country. And it's going to be a beautiful thing. I can't wait to show this whole board, but I'll show it to Kyle and he can show it. It's called, you will see it as they walk home, it's called the Trail of Tears. That's what happens when the Grizz beat the Bobcats in Bozeman. The breakdown is, it obviously is going to be close. It's obviously might come down to the wire, but we actually might win by 10. You heard it here first and only. A little bit more confident this time around than the first time around, because now I know, watching these first 2 playoff games, that, you know, the fandom carries you through the regular season and gets you set up. And here we are. National championship coming around. Kyle's got everything set up in Nashville. He is gone, you know, he's gotten all those rooms taken care of. He's ready. You guys, I know already. It's GrizzCat. It's 4 o'clock Eastern, ABC. It's the most exciting time of the year. Our Montana Grizzlies. You've been along for the ride. What did I tell you in August? Not just that they would win it all, but that the schedule, if we had the Bobcat schedule right now that happened the whole season, we might not be there. I told you that we have that I actually said Idaho game was going to be the tough one. It ended up being the North Dakota game. We took them out. We had a bunch of home games early. Got the confidence. Found we had the best player in the country with Mr. Electricity. Found our quarterback in Kylie Ayat. And also the 11 new starters. With Loudback, we're national champs. We're going to see you again before January 5th for the national title as we will be the favorites against the winner of Illinois State, Villanova. Get ready. It's Brawl the Wild, man. It's PBC is back on the video. PBC, yes. Poor Bobcats. And I'm just going to end it this way. You guys made it this far. Haven't been on for a little while. Remember, write in the comments. Fill in the blank. Once a grizzly, always a bear. Once a cat, always a... Thank you for your time. National title's coming. We'll see you in the next video. And let's go dominate. Did someone say dominate?